The fact is, racing gambling is addictive. How do I know? I lost my first job through gambling myself. When I was a young man, when I was 17 years old, I stole $20 from my place of work. The reason I stole it was my mates were going out to the night trots at Alexandra Park. And so I put the money in my pocket, walked out the door, hopped on the free bus and went to Alexandra Park. Those days I was earning $38 a week for a 44-hour week. And I thought I was made and I was in control of the world. We went to the night races that night and I got a double, CS Stephen Stock, 50-cent double. And I won a whole $70.50. I thought I was rich. What happened next was excruciating for me. Alexandra Park had a power failure that night and I couldn't cash the ticket in. I went home with my friends and because it was a Sunday morning, in those days the TAB wasn't open. I took that ticket with me to work on Monday morning and I got in and I went to my station and I got a tap on the shoulder from my boss. And he took me up to his office and there was a policeman standing there. And he asked me straight, had I taken money from the till? To which point I had to respond, yes, but I can pay it back, sir, I've got the ticket. Unfortunately, I was charged with theft as a servant, and I lost my job. And they took the ticket as well. That was the start of me living on the streets and living rough and going through some things in life that I would not like to see people go through. And there were periods in my life when I have gambled and been uncontrollable and not been able to pay the rent myself, not been able to pay the bills or the debts. I stand here as a changed person because people took time to work with me. So I can only talk from the experience of the people that I work from day to day. But I speak from personal experience. We don't need any more gambling outlets in this town. I plead with you, I beg with you to hold the line. Thank you for your time this morning.
Mr. Bridle, thank you for your passionate presentation.
I have a petition here
Yes.
of 254 signatures, and I know there are other forms still out there that haven't got to me, and I'd like to give those, and I'll give them to John just a little bit later. And that's in support of the sinking-led policy.
Thank you for that. Maybe can you just actually take those now with councillors? Have you any questions of Mr. Bridle?
I have, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Bob. In your written submission, you write that 2 weeks ago, a young man tried to hang himself in the garage, etc.
He's currently in the
Yes. What my question is, had he prior to that come to the attention of any organisation, including, to the best of your knowledge, including venues, so had he been excluded from venues, self-excluded, or at any stage to your knowledge been approached by a venue who had a concern he might be a problem gambler?
No.
So the next question is, how do you know that?
Sorry.
How do you know that? You see, you gave an emphatic no. How do you know that he'd never been
Well,
approached?
not that I know of, can I put it that way?
Thank you.
Councillor Bell.
it's usually what they call self-exclusion order, and so the person generally gives permission for a photograph of themselves, and they have to sign it off.
No further questions? Thank you very much for that. We will be breaking today, and we will be breaking for a short time before we